Call to order the meeting of the Historic Preservation here in the village of Lake Bluff on April 8th, 2026. Chair Bergman is absent, so I will be calling the roll for now, and then we will need to talk about appointing a chair pro tem. Member Jersh.
Here.
Member McGuire.
Here.
Member Nickel.
Here.
Member O'Connor.
Here.
Member Tanner.
Here.
I understand Member Minor and Chair Bergman are both absent. But now we need to appoint a chair pro tem. Do I hear any nominations for a chair pro tem?
I nominate Janie Jerch, right here.
I second.
Fantastic. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, there is not. So we can move forward. You can come take
Great.
your seat.
No, I'll stay here where I am.
Would you like the gavel?
Oh, well, yes.
Watch out for the power.
The gavel of power. Yeah. So in Paul's absence, I am the longest serving member of this committee, and I think that's why I'm in the hot seat here this evening. But thank you for coming. And I guess the first thing we need to do is consider the minutes. So did everybody have a chance to look at the minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Any additions, corrections?
No.
Okay, so do I have a motion to accept the minutes as written?
So moved.
Okay,
Seconded.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, great. Then the next thing on the agenda is the visitors' public comment time. So if you have something you'd like to say now, or if you'd like to wait until your issue comes up, then whichever is.
I'll defer.
Okay, great. Anybody else?
Is
Anybody
there-
online?
Yes, anyone online wishing to participate on non-agenda items? I see no hands raised.
Okey doke. All right, so next we are on to the advisory review. Oh, and I'm sorry, that's the minutes from last time. Demolition review for 117 East Washington Avenue, which is a house I've gone by many, many times and known people who've lived in, and so it'll be interesting to hear what you have to say about that. What is on the agenda is there is a request for a demolition, a complete demolition of 117 East Washington to build new construction. The house, I believe, was built, I don't know where you got the 1925 date, Mr. Dish. I believe our records show it's 1927. Is that
Or
what you
show
said?
25. It's the real estate.
Oh, it's the
website
real estate
shows-
listing that said 27. Okay, so the 25 is correct. All right.
At least according to our survey.
Yeah, yeah. So 2 years, not a big deal, yeah. Plus or minus is quite okay. And you wrote a good summary for us, and I guess this would be, unless anybody has any questions they would like to ask, would you like to present now on what you know?
I'll just talk to it. I mean,
Could you come up to the,
Sorry, you have to present, you have to stand there so you can get.
stand there?
That's great.
Yeah, and then, introduce yourself.
Okay, fine. I am Tom Dish. I've been a resident of Lake Bluff for, close to 30 years now. Started off living at 115, then moved into the house over at 303 East Woodland, still live there now. I have a lot of passion for the community and passion for making the community a better place. I bought, 117 in 2007 when the previous owner passed away. She had been there and just, it was just one of those things where they couldn't sell it. It was on the market for a long time, and I just said, okay, well, let me do that, and then I rented it out. And unfortunately, at one point in 2016, the tenant I had left, and the furnace stopped working, and all the water pipes froze and broke.
Oh, dear.
had it insured. The insurance company came back and denied the claim, claiming that we don't handle water, you don't do water claims. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. I ended up trying to sue the insurance company, that was an uphill battle. So looked at it, and it was $30,000 to try to replace the pipes at that time, and it just couldn't figure out how to put $30,000 into that house. And since then, it's just been vacant. And I'd been trying to figure out, I even had a guy come in to try to bring it up to standard while he was living there, and he couldn't bring it up to code or up to a living standard that you could really make it useful. And it's a small little house. It's like 1,100 square feet, 1 bath, 2 bedrooms. And I mean, while I wish there was a way that I could figure out how to make it work. And I've looked at it for 10 years now, trying to figure out how to do that, and I just haven't been able to figure that out. So this year I put it on the market, and I've known Rick for a long time. Rick Hall is a contractor, owns Timberline Corporation, and they basically have done many projects just like this. He lives in Lake Forest, so he's another member of the community. He knows what works and what doesn't work, and how to make things look good. And we got together, and he wants to buy the property and basically build a new house that can be part of the community again. And that's kind of where it is. I guess that's really the sum of where I'm at with this.
Okay, so you've owned the house for a number of years.
I bought it in 2007.
Yeah.
I bought it just before the worst crash of real estate. And I wait for things to go up and then I buy them. I tell my wife, oh yeah, just watch any stock that I buy. That's the one you want to sell.
All right. Does anybody else have any questions they'd like to ask?
Just a couple of classes. So on the paragraph 3, you mentioned that you're exploring potential redevelopment options. Does that mean that you're looking at options other than single-family homes, or?
No. I mean, I'm not. We're not. I don't think there's any plan to do anything other than a single-family home. You couldn't do anything other than a single-family home on that lot.
Yeah.
At one point, I had thought, oh, well, maybe you can buy a whole bunch of property around there, and that wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
So it's not what that's designed for.
I also want to clarify that village staff writes those memos based on the application, so it wasn't his words.
Oh. I was like, oh, I don't remember that. Yeah.
I guess the only question I have is the photos that you provided look a lot more grim than the photos that are on the real estate listing, and I'm just wondering about
Welcome to marketing. No, but at the same time, anybody that goes there goes and sees those pictures. And you're right, I did present let me back up. When you're doing real estate, what you want to do is you want to get people to come. Sure. And once they come, you can figure out ways to make things work. But if somebody doesn't come, you're never going to be able to help tell the story of what it could be. And that was the point of the putting good pictures up when you're trying to sell the property. And then when they come, nobody's going to buy the property without walking through it and seeing the stuff that I put out there for you guys to look at.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. All right.
I have one other.
Yeah.
So this is a 2-story home?
Right now, it's a 1-story home.
But I mean, that you're looking at the
Well, I
drawing.
don't, we haven't put, what I did, even as I was trying to figure out what to do, I talked to Tom Dobbins, who's part of the community, and I said, can you do some hand sketches for me? And I paid him to do that, and he said, here's some things that you could do. And I looked at it and I said, those are kind of neat. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. It'll probably be a 2-story, but I mean, that's really going to be up to Rick and what he wants to do as he puts his final plans together. But that was more, the reason I included it in the thing was just to give you a sense of, gosh, these are the things that it could be.
Yeah.
Whereas right now, it's really hard to figure out how to make a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,100 square foot house marketable in the community.
I hear you.
Okay, anybody else? All right, I'm just curious as to, Sheldon, do we need to go through that list of whether or not this property meets the criteria for any kind of designation?
We can.
Does anybody feel that it's necessary? I know if
Well, I was gonna say
Paul-
also,
I was just gonna
it's
say-
the other way around, right? It's been designated already, so it's like to demolish.
This is not designated
Okay.
as a landmark, but
Okay.
we essentially, as part of this review, are determining, is it worth trying to
I see.
landmark?
The answer is no for me, so. to your
Yeah, I would tend
I
to
would agree
agree,
with that.
and, yeah, and,
Apologize for misunderstanding.
although it is an interesting design, I mean, that caught my eye from when I first moved here more than 50 years ago. This is cute on the outside, but it is very tiny and certainly not, I think that what you're planning to do is probably the best thing for the property personally. So I guess that takes us to, the commission should take one of the following actions: to terminate the review because the single-family residence does not meet the criteria for any sort of designation. We can do a continuation and allow the delay period to elapse without any further consideration, or we can do a continuation to conduct and review at the next regular meeting of the commission. Does anybody have any feelings about any of those three
I think
possibilities?
I feel comfortable terminating review.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. You do too, John? Okay.
Very much so.
How about- Okay, would somebody, how do you feel about that?
I agree.
Yeah. Well, would I would entertain a motion then
I agree.
for approval to terminate review?
I'll move to terminate for review.
Thank you.
Terminate, I should say, yeah.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do we need a single voice vote for that?
Let's do a roll call just to
Just to
cover our
make-
bases.
Just cover our
Yes.
bases, okay.
All right, Member McGuire,
Aye.
Member Nickel,
Aye.
Member O'Connor,
Aye.
Member Tanner,
Aye.
and Chair Pro Tem Jersh.
Aye.
All right, the motion
All right.
passes.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your effort. I'm sorry, you know, this is
I-
what it came to, you know.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, fellas.
Yeah, take care.
We'll all be watching to see what what happens there.
And I understand y'all have been in touch with Mike Croak, and I'll brief him on tonight, and he'll reach out with the next parts.
I'd love to see it, you know, happen quick.
Oh, yeah, yeah, as we all would, sure.
Thank you for enabling us to
No.
get started here in the summer.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right. Next on the agenda is the commissioner report. Is there a commissioner report?
Commissioners?
No, nothing for me.
Nope. All righty, and a staff report?
As far as staff report, we've not yet received any inquiries or applications for the May 13th meeting, but if we do, I will let you know.
Okay.
And then, not directly historic preservation strictly, but the Block 1 streetscape improvements are set to begin here in the next couple of weeks. So right in front of Hansa and the brewery and Mavery, all that. They're going to be widening the sidewalk and putting in some new trees, some new seating, some festoon lighting. So
Timeline on that phase?
so April and May, it's supposed to be done before the first farmer's market. Is
Oh,
their
get out of
goal.
here.
So,
Okay, great.
Really?
Wow.
June 4th.
That's quick.
They've got a contractor, and they're confident that
They always are.
if everything stays on schedule, that's the hope, is that by the time the farmer's market starts,
So they're gonna widen it
yes.
and have like outdoor restaurant areas, more
more than there are now? Yeah.
I can probably, oh,
It's gonna like be a zero
share my
slope,
screen here.
Oh,
With
oh,
no
see you
curve.
guys.
Isn't that right, Shelton?
Yeah.
I've seen this, I'm trying to visualize. Okay, you're
yeah.
saying like no slope like from the sidewalk, Jeff?
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Oh, that'd be great.
So
Instead
no
of a
parking
curve.
right in front of,
Okay, so we are losing some parking.
Losing a little bit of parking, yes.
But it's just that on the north side of the street though, right?
Correct. Just
That's
those
what,
few spots in
5 or
front.
6
5 or
spots?
6, yeah.
Awkward spots to get to.
And the street is going to remain, again, hopefully, remain two-way during all the construction.
Great.
It's ambitious.
But yeah, just a little update on community life and the built environment in town.
Good, lots of trees, I like that.
Yeah.
The trees are nice. I wonder if you're getting any grief from anybody about the festoon lighting with the
Which one's- what's
migratory
festoon again?
birds and insects and stuff.
Well,
Is that,
it's what they've already got on a lot of the buildings over there, and they're
Right.
just making it more uniform.
Yeah.
are they gonna have,
It's like,
It's those little
string.
balls, those party lights.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
yeah.
So the same kind of seat walls that are in there now, kitty corner from that corner.
Oh, right,
in
right,
the
okay.
Avasi corner?
Yeah, right, very, oh, I like that, it's nice.
Yeah.
And this is all via the city, it's not some separate thing that's funding it, correct? Through the village, sorry.
This is a village project. I can't, off the top of my head, tell you where all of the money is coming from.
That's great,
But yeah, it's a village project.
Okay, great. But the village is the one calling the shots with the contractor and all that
Yes.
stuff. Great.
And that's all I have to report.
You should walk down and see the Lily and Dale project. If you've been down, anybody been down?
Where's
way?
that?
Oh,
Can you
it's
walk
the
down
end of
Lily
North
and Dale?
Avenue.
You know,
Oh my God, I have not
oh,
seen
they've
it.
redone that totally now. And you know, they put 6-foot pipes in the whole way down.
Right,
It's been the craziest, we live
Wow.
right there.
no.
It is
yeah.
pretty, right now, north is, hopefully it doesn't rain, because it's just a mud puddle up there.
That's why I haven't gone down there.
But I have to admit, it depends what you liked about Lily and Dell. It was, you know, kind of back, the last time they took it back,
I liked it before that.
yeah.
I did
liked
too.
it.
The original one.
Yeah,
Well,
a
this is the
ra-
one
a ravine.
that we remember, yeah.
Then you might not like this.
No,
This
I'm
has
sure
got
I
a
won't.
better, like a flat path. And they've got rocks where it's gonna take some of the water down, and it's kind of an interesting thing. And then the 6-foot pipes that they put in, 2,000 of them or some crazy number, all the way up to Moffett, you know, huge in the middle. When the water is, but when you get down to the bottom, about 100 yards or 50 yards from the lake, they weren't allowed to put the 6-footers in there because we had the old one there, it's a 4-foot pipe. So there's something called a diffuser, and if the water is too much for the 4-foot, it just comes out in a spillway they built.
Oh, my.
Yeah, it's very cool, and I think it's a lot. I've actually seen people jogging up there. They just finally got it finished. It's not as rough, but we just are worried about, you know, you got to put something up so people aren't riding scooters and every other darn thing down
So
there.
you can actually, it's all finished. You can walk down there, you can jog down there.
You can walk
jog down there, right?
Yeah. Now, from right now, the rest of the way is all the way, the 6-footers were put all the way up to Moffett,
Okay,
and there's something at Moffett Maple, it's been closed, you know.
All winter,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much.
And so there's something in the middle there, big tanks they put in, and one of them is like some type of, it spins the leaves and stuff around, and then the water goes out a different direction. I mean, it's a pretty technical thing.
There's a video demonstration from maybe the February SEC meeting. So Jeff Hansen showed a video up here of sort of how that works. And as a non-engineer, it was very helpful for me to understand.
And so there has been, I was talking to Hanson the other day, and I said something about, remember the Beans property? You know, the trucks and stuff, and
which is why
yeah, but anyways, I said to him, you know, there's been every single truck, and I'm not complaining, but comes by my house. Every
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that brought the equipment, and normally they're backing out. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
beep, beep,
Beep,
beep.
beep.
But he got ahead of me, and I said, there's been a lot of trucks. He goes, there's been thousands of trucks in these last two projects. Seriously, I mean, they're there
crazy.
all the time.
I know.
We can't wait till it's done.
Oh, God, I
I'm
can imagine. I
sure.
can imagine.
But we live, on Scranton. The two people on Maple and North,
Oh.
it's unbelievable. They're basically in their front yards. It's,
Well, I was just saying also, the trucks backing into the grass a lot, or?
they're
Oh,
all
yeah.
the parkways are destroyed right now. But
They're,
right
they're
now,
about to do driveway repair over the next couple of weeks.
driveway, and they are going to get,
Curb.
North is going to get curbs. They didn't have curbs before.
Oh, that's
okay.
interesting.
And then it stops at Moffett. There's some other basins up there that they had to bury. Then when they get more money, they're going to go all the way to under Sheridan Road and to take care of the viaduct with that 6-foot.
Oh, go east?
Yeah. And that won't be started for another year at least.
Yeah, that's right.
They need to get the funding. We did hear something interesting, that they may not do totally break up the street. They might try to use that boring equipment.
Ooh,
You've heard about. That was just somebody threw that
Wow.
out. It's been interesting, but it's been a big project.
I was going to ask about what's going on at 41. Is that part of
The
the
pump
village?
station
Yeah,
repair?
how long is that going to be going on, and what is that servicing?
You talking about like the northeast corner?
Yes.
Like at 176.
I'm in that office building right there.
Are you?
I don't know anything about it though. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
curious to know.
I can get back to you on that for
Okay.
sure. I can send out a little.
Was it a parking lot?
Well, that's in preparation of doing the entire.
Well, that's what I thought, that was for water abatement too.
Yes,
I-
yes.
But I'm not sure what areas it's going to drain. My husband seems to think that it's going all the way into East Lake Bluff, draining all the way out from East Lake Bluff, and that doesn't make sense to me.
No.
That I don't know as much
No,
about,
no,
but I can definitely.
The pump is to take water off of 41 primarily.
That's what I kind of thought, yeah.
Because Green Bay Road is the watershed, right?
Yes,
And everything-
yes.
Yeah.
It's a
Off of
continental
Green Bay.
divide, believe it or not, yeah.
Things go west from there.
It's the
Which
national
segues
watershed.
nicely into the Green Bay Road improvements that are gonna start in
That's when.
just a month or so. So
Yeah, that
that's
one's
gonna be a
coming
big one
quick.
too. So
But
it's a big
the
year of
intersection-
big investment.
But the intersection will be, I'd love to see the plan on what, because when you come from another state, like I did, and you start going off, you know how you go on to 41 and off, it's one of the weirdest
Isn't it?
intersections you ever,
Well, they've been talking about redoing those
Forever,
interchanges
probably.
for almost, for decades.
well, they're gonna get
'Cause
there
they're really
someday,
funky.
but
Yeah.
We've been busy. The
Yeah.
village has been really busy this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Overthinking, that's good.
All right, well, does anybody else have anything they want to discuss? Because if not, I would entertain a motion to adjourn. 24 minutes, my God.
Most efficient meeting.
Wow.
So moved. I moved to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Well
Meeting
done.
meeting adjourned.
Good
Well done,
job,
everybody.
Chairman.
Yay.